because it's so tiny or something, like, and these pockets are, like, so big, like, it, like, wiggles a bunch.
Hello, Internet.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Okay. But I had to get Abby to hold my phone for it. Well, because like, it's really weird. I just started doing it all of a sudden.
Yep, it was really weird. That's for sure. All right, so about with the What's Up segment, we talk about
Tyler?
I don't know who that is. Why don't you go check?
Okay. Why are you here? Huh? Why are you here? Okay. Out with some friends. Oh. I'm doing a podcast downstairs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, is it okay if Waylon stays for a little bit, I guess? I guess Tyler invited him and then left.
I mean, not right now. We've got something to do.
Okay.
Do you want me to call him? I don't know. Well, no, we'll just have to catch up with him later.
Bye. Sorry.
I wish I could stay here.
Well, see you tomorrow then. Okay then. That was weird. Ow.
All right, so here's what I got. We can do What's Up, and we'll talk about school. And then our main segment will be All In. And I guess we could just throw Fire Pro in there just because it's wrestling.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I guess this doesn't really need like a whole topic or anything.
So just
maybe put that up in here somewhere instead.
So it's not a long episode at all. Really, it's just an all-in episode. Is it good and everything?
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Right. Twitter.
The beginning of our live stream.
That's a big bug. Ah! Well, you don't flick that at my feet. That would be nice.
Mm.
It just started crawling on us. That was scary.
Yeah, we got those little bugs in here.
What was that?
I don't know what they're called, but they're good bugs to have, actually.
Why? Like, eat stuff that isn't needed?
It was like yesterday. I was
freaking scary.
Outside with Laura, and there was a bee, and she's like, "Oh, I'll kill the bee," and I was like, "No, bees are like endangered or something. You can't kill the bees."
Oh. That thing was humongous, though.
Yep.
That was scary.
You survived. Quit eating your fingers.
Bad habit.
I know. That's why I said quit eating your fingers.
I don't eat my fingers, I eat my fingernails.
I already know what we can do for the intro. You want to do that first?
Yes. Please get out of the way.
Just simply say, Howdy Radio, the next generation is all in. That'd be good enough.
That's really freaking easy.
Yep, but it works.
And it's like...
Ready?
Are we saying are we going on both at the same time? Say all in?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. we testing? No.
No.
Okay.
No, we're just
we
going.
always test. Okay.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. We always
Do
do
we?
a test beforehand. We
Okay,
always
test.
test.
I feel like sometimes we do test.
We always do a test beforehand. Because then you press play and it's like, oh, blah, blah, you can't do this.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Ready?
Howdy Radio, the next generation is all in.
Whew, that was the best intro ever.
But it probably was. We've had some pretty bad intros. Besides the like WrestleMania ones where like it's like, oh, coming down to the ring, like those ones are good. But like that one was good too. Jacob. So did you see that like everybody was wearing mostly just socks and sandals today? Like, do you notice that?
I mean, I saw some kids wearing socks and sandals.
So apparently the like shoes are called slides and like people just wear socks. Apparently it's like against dress code for some reason.
It is against dress code for you to not wear socks with them.
Or no, people wear socks with them,
Right.
but they still say it's against dress code, which makes no sense.
From what I understand, it's against dress code to wear them without socks.
Because
when I was in the office today after your thing, we were in there getting your drinks out, and some other kid was in there, and he said he needed a Band-Aid, and then the woman was like, "Why? What's wrong?" And like he showed her in on her foot, like his foot, he like had a cut on his foot, and he had the slides on without any socks, and she's like, "That's why we tell you can't wear those like that."
Yeah. I think it's really stupid that people have socks and sandals now.
Yep.
But every single time I say, look, everybody's not wearing socks and sandals. Everybody's like, no, it's slides. It's like, it's socks and sandals. That's what it is.
It's something different, I guess. Alright. I just wanted to make sure that the live was still live and not frozen.
Yep.
Looks good to me. Alright, it's been a while.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio, the next generation, episode 32. I'm Brandon.
I'm Lane.
And it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
We've always said that the springtime is always a hard time for us to keep up with something like this because everything just gets crazy. There's so much going on with soccer and end of school and everything like that. So that's exactly what happened. Like, we just didn't really have a whole lot of extra time to really...
Even though we had half of the soccer time halfway through the season.
Yeah, that's true. Lane pulled his Achilles tendon a couple weeks ago, so he had this big boot on, and he had to walk around with crutches, but it wasn't too bad. It was only for like a week or two.
It was 2 weeks.
But it was at a bad time. Because, I mean, there's never a good time for that.
Yeah.
But it was a bad time because it was right at the end of soccer season, so he missed his last games of soccer. Still went to the game, still sat on the bench so that he was still a part of the team, which is cool.
Yep.
So his team ended up in first place.
Yep.
So that's awesome. So at least we got a good reason for missing Howdy Radio.
Yeah.
But as springtime ends and then we get into summer, no more school. So today was Lane's last day of school.
Yep.
So let's talk about that for a minute before we get into the rest of the stuff we want to talk about tonight. So first of all, congratulations. You got you graduated 6th grade.
Yep. I'm out of Amity now.
Yep. So the school that he goes to goes from what grade? Second,
third to sixth.
Third to sixth. So Lane has been there since
4th grade.
Since 4th grade because they changed the way it works since he's been there. So he's been there 4th, 5th, and now 6th grade is now finished. So next year he will go to the high school. The junior high and the high school is all in the same building here. So I'll have a kid in 7th grade and I'll have a kid in 11th grade next year, which I think is the first time I've had both kids in the same school at the same time, I think. Unless there was something like at preschool at the very beginning or something like that.
So I was in kindergarten until I was in 3rd grade.
Okay. So then the second time in a long time. So that's cool. So
I was in
let's,
preschool until I was in 3rd grade.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how about a quick 6th grade recap? Favorite parts, least favorite parts. What are you going to
We
miss
gotta
the
save that
most?
stuff for the fire tomorrow.
Well, the fire isn't live on Howdy Radio, so
but people who are at the fire will be there.
well, that's fine. So we do an end of the year big fire every year. We usually do it either the last day of school, or like for instance this year it's Thursday.
You've never done it the last day of school.
So we have before. Because there was a Thursday night that we did it a couple years ago, and then I got called into work, and I wasn't able to stay the whole time because somebody passed out at work, and I had to go to work.
Oh, that's
or not somebody passed out. Somebody got hit over the head. Mike got hit over the head with a big pot and got knocked out.
Oh,
so I had to go to work, and that was a Thursday night, and we were having the end of the year party. That was completely random.
The first
but
time
I think that might have been the second year that we did it. I don't know. So we do this big like bonfire kind of, not bonfire, it's just a fire pit kind of thing in our backyard. Yeah, it's a big party. So we got like a ton of hamburgers ready to go. We got ice cream, root beer floats, and a bunch of kids come over. Tyler's friends, Lane's friends, anybody can come. And the main event of the evening is that everybody brings like a nice big old stack of homework with them. And they throw it in the fire, and it's like school's out, and it's really cool. And then we go around the group, and like before you throw your stuff in the fire, like what do we do? Like you got to say like your favorite.
You got to say a favorite and least favorite part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and exactly what I just asked you to do. So all right. So do you not want to do that since the fire?
No, I do not.
Okay. So well then let's just talk. You thoroughly enjoyed your 6th grade year, right?
Yes, I did.
And you're really going to miss the building itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So why? I mean, why so attached to the building itself?
Mostly just because like all the memories and stuff that I've had there.
Yeah.
Because I remember like lots of things there. Like at Holmes wasn't that bad because 3rd grade was really the only time that I had a lot of memories.
Yeah.
Like the other years I didn't have that many memories.
Yeah.
But this time, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I have a bunch of memories for it.
Yeah. So how about this year? So the school that we're talking about here that Lane's now done with, our town passed a big old vote thing a year or two ago or whatever to do a big renovation of the school. Yeah. They tore down the gym over last summer, and they've been building a new gym throughout this school year. And if you walk into his school like I did a few days ago, I had to help him into school because of the crutches thing.
Yeah.
And like you walk through the hallways, and it's like everything's kind of already gutted out and everything. Yeah. Like there's spray paint on the walls that's like there will be a door here, and like tear this wall down. And it
says
like
demo and stuff.
It's like
that.
Like it's definitely like it looks like a construction zone, not a school.
Well, we've gotten used to it by now.
So did that affect you this year? Like did you like
at the beginning it did, but like as it was going on, like we just all got used to it.
Yeah, because it seems to me like it'd be kind of dreary almost.
It was weird at the beginning because they took out
because like there's not even like the regular lights above. Like the hallway that I walked through, like the lights were like just those like cage lights like hanging from the thing.
About first like couple days of 3rd quarter, they took out all of those lights and they put in those lights. Okay. So apparently they like went bright enough or something. So everybody just remembers as those first couple days as school being a prison. Because it looked exactly like a prison.
Yeah, I could understand that, yeah.
And then they like brightened it up and stuff, and then
so they must have used like a low watt bulb, and that wasn't enough.
And then they replaced them all over the weekend, and then it was fine.
Okay. So next year when that school opens, it's gonna be like all like nice, new, and awesome. And I won't have any kids there to experience it. But even though I'm paying for it.
We're going to open house though.
Yeah, for sure.
We are.
Yep.
I need to say hi to the teachers and be like, hey, look at all this whole new school that I didn't get.
Yeah, it'll be really cool to go see.
Yeah.
And even if my kids aren't in the school, obviously, like
exactly.
the kids needed a new school there. They needed a rehab school there.
Yeah.
So how cool. So, but still kind of a bummer that like I wish it could have been 1 year difference. I wish your 6th grade year could have been the first year of the new renovations. so that you should have failed 6th grade so that next year you could have taken advantage of all this
wouldn't
new
have
cool
mattered
stuff.
because I would be going because I'm going into advanced 8th grade math next
That's right,
year. So.
which is awesome, totally awesome. And then Lane got an award at the assembly yesterday for social studies. Lane had the highest grade in social studies out of his entire class, out of the entire, not just like his like personal class, like the entire 6th grade class. All year, and Lane had the highest social studies grade, so that's super cool. So congratulations on that as well. That's something really cool to be proud of for sure. What was so not your favorite moment, but what was your favorite class that you took this year? Then let's switch it up a little bit and do a different kind of question. Okay,
subject or class?
Okay, both. What was your favorite subject?
Miss Fortner, math.
Okay, and your favorite class?
Miss Fortner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you started band this year, so this was your like introduction.
Have I showed you the video that I took right before I left the band room
today?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
I'll show you it after we're done recording this part.
No, I haven't seen that. So this was your introduction into band this year. Band is a huge deal for our school and our family, so that's cool. You're a part of that now. What else?
Nothing else really.
Yeah.
Like.
What's your favorite thing you learned about? Like, did you have like something really cool in social studies that was like super interesting that you really like had fun learning?
Not really.
Okay. What was your favorite movie that you watched in class?
Moana. We watched the first 15 minutes.
The movie's stupid. I don't care what anybody says. The movie's stupid.
It was Monday. We watched the first 15 minutes of Moana, and most of the class started singing the song. I can't think what it's called.
Stupid song. Who cares? Stupid
hilarious.
Song. Well, right on. So 6th grade is come and gone.
Yep.
And another summer. All right. So now we got a summer ahead of us.
Yeah.
And we have a long summer this year. We got out a little bit earlier than usual this year.
Back September 4th.
And we go back a little bit later at the end of the summer because of the construction that they're doing at the school. They have to have enough time to be able to finish it and everything. Yeah. And that's going to come back to bite them next year. Next summer will be a shorter summer than we're used to having. So, but whatever. Who cares? It's only like a week difference. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
It's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, this year
it's a while.
Yeah. So all right, so you got summer coming up. So what's Lane's big plans for the summer?
I have no idea because I know I don't have a Kings Island pass, so can't do that. Even though like everyone has one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of annoying.
So what else? I assume you're gonna play as much Rocket League as humanly possible.
Yeah. New season starts 29th.
Oh, that is so exciting. Yeah. Oh, my God.
But Tyler now works at Kenwood Theater.
Yeah.
So me and him can go see a bunch of movies.
Yeah, see, that's something really cool to do over the summer for sure.
Yeah.
My other kid, Tyler, he started his new job this last weekend. He's working at a theater now. And it's cool because it's like a mom and pop owned theater. There's 3 different locations in Cincinnati, and they're really super nice. But it's not like the big, like, Cinemark or whatever. Yeah. Like it's a more it is a locally ran theater, which is super cool. And they show like a lot of old movies, and they show it's not like it's not your normal theater. It's a really cool place. Not a huge theater, like all the rooms are much smaller than like a big Cinemark theater, but very cool theater.
And the tiny rooms are the best ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Most of the time,
I like them like that. I do.
Most of the time it's either just you.
Yeah.
Or
the times we go, a lot of times it is
like
just
we went to go see Infinity War again. It was me, Walker, Tyler, and a couple. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. So it was 5 people in the theater.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
But it is also fun to see a movie like that in a room full of people as well. Like that's what's so fun about like opening weekend is having a full room of like-minded people, like going to a concert kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tyler's working at this theater, and his employee discount is that he gets to come see a movie whenever he wants, whenever he's not working, which is what I expected the discount to be. But the cool thing is he's also allowed to bring somebody with him.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite expect that. I think that's a really cool, a really, really cool perk. So he's worked there. He's worked twice now. He worked last Saturday and Sunday, and he's already gone to see 2 movies.
Yeah.
So that'll be a really fun thing for you guys to go do this summer for sure.
Yep.
And then Tyler will have some money, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He'll be able to spend it all on V-Bucks.
Yep.
And buy cool stuff for Fortnite. So what else? See some movies this summer. We got that Cincy Nature Center pass. We're going to go hang out there some this summer.
Yeah.
What else?
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
don't know if we're doing anything else.
Yeah, I don't think
I'll
there's.
probably be hanging out at the park a bunch.
Yeah, see, that's a really good thing. Like last weekend, you asked to go to the park a couple times so you could hang out with your girlfriends, and so that'll be cool. Like, just go to the park and hang out. That's a perfect thing to go do. Lane has 2 girlfriends now. I just learned that right before we went on the air, so that's cool. What else? That's it.
Yes.
All right, so that's it. The end of 6th grade year.
Yep.
What's that? That "I Will Remember You" song. Were you alive in the 90s? You wouldn't know that song.
I know the song.
Oh, you do?
but
It's like the graduation song, right?
it's also a huge meme.
What is the meme of that? I don't remember seeing a meme
It's
of
mostly
that.
just like, have you seen like that one video where the dog like just runs to his owner, but he hits the he hits the chair.
Oh,
Like there's
Doesn't
the
specifically
owner in
sound
one
familiar.
chair and there's the other chair, and the dog comes running to the owner and he just hits the chair, and then that song turns on.
okay. I saw a really funny video on Twitter, or first I think I saw it on Reddit first. That was like this guy and this girl that was like trying to down. They were having a contest of who could down a beer the fastest.
Yeah.
And now it's been like everywhere. So like I think probably everybody's seen the video by now. But like the girl beats him, she drinks the beer faster, and then like she's like kind of just partying that she like drank the beer faster. And then the other guy like completely just passes out and falls to the floor like he's dead. And then there's like then like the camera switches over and is checking out this guy on the floor who just lost the beer drinking contest. And then like 2 guys at the bar trying to help him up. And then the camera swings back over to the girl that just beat him in the contest. And no, she's just singing the song that's playing and stuff. She's like, "Yeah, I won." I don't know. You got to see it. It was one of the most fun 12-second videos. There was so many twists in what was happening within like the 12 seconds of the entire video.
That's
Whatever.
funny.
All right, let's talk about wrestling and video games and music, because
Yep.
that's what we're
Yep.
here to do.
Grab my phone real quick so I can show you this band video.
Here, well, I want to show you the video of this guy falling down too. I saw it. Where did I see it on Twitter? Who? Broken Lizard, I think, retweeted it. I'll find it there. Maybe not. Oh well.
At least I know I can find mine. That's what the band room looks like right now. No carpet, no nothing. I was the last person to walk out.
Nice.
Besides JV and Suds, I was the last person to walk
They
out.
were carrying all kinds of stuff out.
Yeah. Can you plug that back in?
All right, let's do
All in.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to like the band. Be whenever he wants, whenever.
Cracks me up every single time that you're always the person. Every single time you click through, that you're always the person you can hear.
All right, you want to bring this one in?
Which one is this? All in?
Yep.
How do I bring this one in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All righty. Ready?
Yep. So let's start off with like some wrestling news.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's talk about wrestling.
So
Let's specifically talk about All In.
yeah.
What is? Tell the people what All In is.
So All In is a indie wrestling show that is happening.
Yep.
Which 3 months ago, right?
3 months ago, what?
Like 3 months ago, somebody posted on Twitter
Okay.
that in 1993.
1993.
Oh, I actually got that right.
That's
In
great.
1993, there was a indie show that ran 10,000 attendance and completely sold out, and nobody has been able to beat it. And he said that nobody will probably ever beat it. So Cody Rhodes, who is now big in the indie scene,
And you got a picture with Cody Rhodes. I was thinking about that the
I
other
do,
day.
but
Upstairs
he has makeup because he
Well,
was
yeah, he had a
Stardust.
different persona then.
Yeah.
But how cool! Like he's like one of the biggest guys in wrestling now, and
Yeah.
you've got a picture with Cody Rhodes and
Yep.
his autograph also, or
No, I
just
have
the picture.
jeans and autograph.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
how cool!
yeah, that is really freaking cool. But so Cody Rhodes
hmm
tweeted back at him and said that give me 3 months and we'll sell out and beat that record.
Yeah.
So this is 25 years later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 years later, we're trying to beat this record.
Yeah.
And we're going to it.
Yes.
This is in Chicago, or like kind of out of Chicago.
It's like
Count as Chicago.
it's a little further than Chicago. Like from where we are coming from Cincinnati going to Chicago, like it's a little further west than Chicago,
Yeah.
but not too much. So they're still considering it Chicago, but technically it's called Hoffman Estates is technically the town of it. Yeah.
So it is Saturday, September 1st.
Yep.
Which seems like a long time away.
I think it's
but
like 99 days away from today,
That's
to
crazy.
be exact.
That's crazy. But so they're trying to sell it out in the Sears Center.
Yep.
And we'll go into it.
We're
So
going.
it's me, Dad, and a Woody Taggart.
Yep.
Which
We're
we
all
almost
out.
accidentally didn't buy tickets for.
Yeah. All right, so the guy that Lane's talking about that kind of made the initial tweet that started the whole thing is a guy named Dave Meltzer. He is he's a wrestling writer is basically what it is. Like way before there was the internet, this guy ran this company called the Wrestling Observer, and they put out a newsletter called the Wrestling Observer Newsletter that was kind of he was like a writer that kind of told the behind the scenes of wrestling and stuff like that. And back when he started doing it, like that wasn't a thing. So he kind of was, because even the magazines that like you could go to the grocery stores and buy back then, like those were all kayfabe, like those were all like in character and stuff. They didn't tell you any of the behind the scenes stuff. So Meltzer was kind of one of the first ones to like kind of do that. And he's still a pretty prominent figure in wrestling. Like for some reason, like people really care what he has to say. And his match rating thing is kind of his big deal is like people are, if Meltzer gives you a 5-star match rating, like that's considered like winning an Oscar or something like that. Like it's a big deal to a lot of people. A lot of people don't give two craps what Meltzer has to say, which is completely understandable too. Who cares? He's just another person. But he's always real sided toward like New Japan and stuff. Like he hardly ever gives like WWE 5-star matches and stuff, which is
Because
I mean,
they
whatever.
don't have
they
5-star matches.
They don't. But there's a lot of matches like where people say like if that WWE match happened in the Tokyo Dome, Meltzer would give it 5 stars, which isn't too far off from the truth, but whatever. So yeah, he was like throughout since 1993, a wrestling company other than WWE has not sold more than 10,000 tickets for a live show. Even like in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s, when ECW was like a really popular wrestling organization. Obviously they were nowhere near WWE or WCW at that point, but even still, like they never put 10,000 people in an arena at one time. So this has been an ongoing thing since 1993, where it was a AAA Lucha Libre. It was a Mexican wrestling thing. Like it wasn't even an American wrestling thing in 1993 that did this. So they put these tickets on sale, not this Sunday, but last Sunday.
Yeah.
So I had my phone I had my laptop. I manned both of those when they went on sale at 4 o'clock on a Sunday. And Lane manned our desktop. And
which is the one that actually got the tickets.
Yeah, Lane totally, like all the props goes to Lane on this one. I mean, when we get to here, I'll get to that point in a minute here in the story, especially. But Lane was the one that ended up pulling the tickets for us. I mean, the server, we killed the servers. Everybody trying to buy tickets all at once. Everything was crashing. And I mean, it was to be expected. This ain't my first rodeo of buying tickets when they go on sale for something like
especially for this.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that this was going to go immediately, basically. So we were all hands on deck. We knew what to expect, and we knew that there was a good possibility that we weren't going to get tickets because a lot of people weren't able to get tickets. So, but we at least had to try. Because it's such a big indie show. They've announced so many people for it, and I mean it's the who's who of indie wrestling. Like it's all the Bullet Club, it's Cody Rhodes, it's Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. I mean it's the pinnacle of all of these indie wrestling things, and a lot of that stuff doesn't come to Cincinnati. Like we don't have a good wrestling scene here, so a lot of those people, like we don't really have an opportunity to see other than to watch them on TV and stuff.
Yeah.
So for them to announce this and for there to be so many of these stars, I mean, it's a 5-hour drive, which is definitely a far drive, but it's close enough that we can pull it off and we can make a weekend out of it. So we figured, you know, what, there's probably never going to be another time where we're going to be able to see all of these wrestlers in one show. So let's go for it. Let's do it. So 5-hour drive. So tickets went on sale. I was on my phone. My phone placed me in a virtual waiting room, which I've been there before in the virtual waiting rooms, and usually nothing. I've never got lucky from a virtual waiting room. I've never like sat there and like waited for 20 minutes and then it'd be like, oh, okay, here you go. Like that never really happens. So I was like, all right, I want to keep that one on my phone just in case that does happen. But then on the laptop, I'm going to keep refreshing, which is exactly what it tells me not to do. But I know how this works. You sometimes have to do that. And then there was a couple times where it came up and it said, how many tickets do you want? And then it said, oh, that section is sold out. And it's like, well, crap, try again because all this stuff can change within 2 minutes.
Yeah. Because that's just everybody trying to buy those tickets. And they can't, and like they don't know what to do with it, so they just say it's sold out, and then everybody just has to refresh and refresh.
Because what happens is a lot of people end up with a lot of stuff in their carts, and then it says sold out. But you've got like that 10-minute window to buy tickets before the stuff in your cart ends up back available to the public. So it might say sold out 1 minute, but a lot of people's tickets end up sitting in their cart and then they get released again. So you always have to keep trying. You never stop trying when it tells you the first sold out. You're stupid if you do. So we, there was a couple times we had tickets in our cart and we clicked like, you know, to add your credit card here. And then the site crashed and we lost them. And we're like, no. Yeah. So we got tickets. Lane pulled tickets. He's like, I got it. I'm like, all right, click the credit card thing. He's like, all right, got it. We put in the credit card and went through. We're like, all right, we're all in.
And we got tickets.
Yep.
It sold out at 4:30, like 36.
Correct.
So, and we got tickets.
4:29.
4:29, 36.
Yes.
We got tickets at 4:29.
Yes.
We had there were 36 seconds of a time span.
Correct.
When we got tickets and it sold out.
Correct. Like
that's how close we were.
We got tickets at literally like the last second. I mean,
that was probably the last
ticket
that was sold right there.
That were sold.
That was probably the last 3 seats that were in that little section.
So for the live stream here, I gotta make sure I cover up the barcode. You can't show barcodes for tickets or you'll never get in the door. So we got our tickets. They came in the mail a couple days ago. So we got cheap seats, which is what we were going for because that's what's in our price range. $28, man. Like that's nothing. What a great deal for tickets.
Why can't you show barcodes?
Because if I show that barcode, if I take I posted a picture of these tickets on Instagram today. But you can't show the barcode because if you show the barcode, one of them terrible people out there, they will reproduce tickets, and if they can reproduce your barcode, And then if somebody shows up to this arena and they have their fake ticket and it gets scanned before yours, then this ticket is then void. So you got to always make sure, pro tip for anybody out there that likes to post pictures of their tickets, which I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But you always have to make sure you don't post the barcode. If you do, lots of people have had it to where somebody has reproduced their tickets off of a picture of a barcode. So always make sure you don't post the barcode. So yeah, our invoice for buying tickets is timed at 4:29 is when we bought tickets. And then a couple hours later, Cody Rhodes tweeted out and said 29 minutes and 36 seconds completely sold out. So man, we were super lucky.
Yeah.
So, but we got cheap seats. We're in the upper bowl. There's the floor, there's the lower bowl, there's an upper bowl. It's, obviously an arena. But the cool thing is that we're in row 4 of the upper bowl. So we are at least close to the bottom of the upper bowl. So it's not a big arena. It holds like 11,000 people.
Cody Rhodes said that he walked into the arena. He said there's not really a bad seat in the arena.
Yeah. So I cannot wait. I'm so freaking excited about this. Like, we've never really made a road trip for wrestling before. That's something different. Like, I do it for concerts all the time, but this one will just be me, Lane, and Taggart going. Like, Mama's not going, Tyler's not going. So, because me and Tyler went out and did the horror movie convention thing a month or 2 ago.
That was in Cincinnati, though.
Yeah. But I was like, that was something that me and Tyler really had in common and that we could go do together. And I was like, what if just me and Lane go to this one and Taggart goes with us? So it's just like a guy's trip up to Chicago.
And we're staying in a hotel.
So we got a hotel booked.
Gonna probably, if we can meet CM Punk.
We will not be meeting CM Punk. Those went on sale yesterday and they sold out instantaneously. There was only 200 of them available.
I didn't know those were tickets. I thought those were just lines.
Yeah, no, they sold the meet and greet tickets. I think they went on sale yesterday.
Do you know how fast?
I don't know how fast, but there was literally only 200 of them. That's probably less than a minute would be my guess, honestly. Let's talk about CM Punk here in a minute though, because he is a part of this. So it's on a Saturday. Saturday evening is the big show. But they've also got, like, at the convention center there in the same town, they're running like a wrestling convention that whole entire weekend. And there's like all the wrestlers that are a part of the show are there, and you can get autographs and pictures and stuff, which cost all kinds of money. But then there's a ton of like legends and stuff that are there too that like aren't actually a part of the show. Like Kevin Nash is there, and like there's some really cool people.
That'll be
there.
Freaking $200 to get a picture with him.
It's like $40 or $50 for each person.
That's still a lot of money.
It is. It's too much money. It for sure is. So it's called StarCast is the thing it's running for the whole weekend. So there's like these different tiers of pricing you could get. There was like these gold, silver, whatever bracelets. And that gets you into like all these other cool things that they're doing, like different panels and such like that, which I'd love to be a part of, but it wasn't quite in my budget. And we're also not going to be there all weekend long. So it didn't really make sense for us to buy an entire weekend pass like that. So, but what they are doing is you can buy just a day general admission at the door while you're there, which is what we're going to do. And it doesn't quite get you into everything. You can still meet all the wrestlers, which cost extra money. Yeah. But you still have the opportunity to do that at least. But then there's other cool stuff. There's like a museum of wrestling belts. Yeah. And like you can like try them on and like get pictures made with like actual belts that like actual champions like held and stuff. That's super cool. They're going to have like a Ric Flair robe thing. Like, I don't know if it's just one robe or a collection of robes, but like you get a picture in like one of Ric Flair's actual robes. Yeah. And then there's a couple places where you can like cut a promo, like Tony Schiavone back from way back when in wrestling. Like you'll be able to cut a promo with like him interviewing you. And that's all super cool sounding stuff. So
that'd be really cool for a podcast.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. There's a podcast convention as a part of it, even like it's wrestling podcast, of course. Unfortunately, we haven't kept up with Unknown Wrestling Podcast, or we could have like maybe been a part of it, but maybe next year if they do it again. Yep. So yeah, we'll be going up. The big show is the big wrestling show is on Saturday night, but we've got a hotel for Friday night and Saturday night. So we're going to go up and hopefully do the big convention part of it on Friday. and then the big show on Saturday. So we'll be making a weekend out of it. I'm so excited. Like
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Why?
Because on Monday, wait, do I go back on Tuesday?
You go back like the 4th or something, maybe?
Yeah, I go back on the 4th.
Yeah, so maybe that's a Tuesday. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Why do I go back on Tuesday?
I don't know. It's never a full week. It's never a full 5-day week on your first
I'm gonna
day.
be tired.
Well, you'll be all right.
Well, it's still that
You'll
weekend.
sleep
That's
all
still
the
a
way
lot.
home and everything. You'll be fine.
Maybe
So,
not.
so one of the last things we'll touch on here is one of the things that's making the show as exciting as it is for everybody. It's a big wrestling fan. Is that there was all kinds of rumors going around that CM Punk was going to make an appearance at this show. CM Punk quit WWE a few years ago now, I guess. 2014, so 4 years ago now. And I have just always been a ginormous CM Punk fan, and there's
He's
a lot.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's one of the best, one of my all-time favorites for sure. I watched CM Punk when he started like in IWA, and I followed him through like ROH and stuff like that. I was at the live event when he won his first title for WWE. WWE was doing like their own version of ECW there for a little while. And we went to that show, and CM Punk won the ECW title. That was his first title that he won for WWE, and we were there for that. And that was super cool.
Was that Chicago?
No, that was at US Bank Arena. That was here in Cincinnati.
Okay. That was when they actually came to Cincinnati.
Yeah, wrestling comes to Cincinnati. WWE comes to Cincinnati once or twice a year, every year. It's always right around Christmas time is the worst part of it. It's a terrible time for them to
November
come.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the last one we went to, when you met Cody Rhodes, it was like 2 or 3 days after Christmas. Yeah.
That was 27th.
Yeah. That was super cool. So anyway, so CM Punk, he quit wrestling a few years ago, and he has had absolutely nothing to do with wrestling since then. He's fought in UFC. He has wrote comic books, but he has not had anything to do with wrestling whatsoever.
He was in UFC.
Yeah, he got his butt kicked in UFC. But then, so then everybody was like, it's in Chicago. Chicago's CM Punk's hometown. Like, Chicago is like huge on CM Punk. So if CM Punk's going to make a return, like, this could be where everybody thought it could happen. And then they announced that as a part of the whole convention thing, that he was going to be doing autograph signings the night before the big show. And, everybody kind of lost their crap on that one, because I mean that's basically saying he's going to be at the show, but they have not specifically said that he is going to be at the event.
That's just like saying how that Flip guy was like, "Oh, you're not booked." Yeah. He's definitely booked.
Of course, he's booked, right? So I can't. If it happens, like, I mean, a part of me has to be a little apprehensive. Like, maybe he's not going to be there, because I don't want to be really let down if he's not there. Because that's not the only thing that's making me go to this show by any means.
Yeah.
Even if
we're going to be a part of history.
Right. Even if Punk does not show up, it will still be one of the coolest wrestling shows to be a part of ever. However, if CM Punk shows up and his music hits and he comes out, it will be the biggest pop I've ever probably been a part of. And it will be one of the coolest wrestling moments in the history of wrestling. So potentially I might be a part of that. And that's what excites me.
I just watched a video.
So much.
I just watched a video a little while ago that was like wrestlers like trolling the crowd mostly.
Yes.
And it was the Shawn Michaels thing when he was in Montreal, and and Brett's music hit. And he didn't show up.
Yeah.
And then Hogan's music hit and he didn't show up.
Yeah. Was Punk on there?
No.
Because Punk, like, especially like
Punk was like the king of that, right?
Yeah. Like in the early days, especially like IWA.
Yeah,
early days.
WWE, when he was with Undertaker, he did that a bunch of times where like Undertaker's music would hit. And then it was like CM Punk with the, whatever it's called.
Urn.
And like he would dress up as Undertaker and stuff. Everybody would pop and stuff.
When Punk's best work was when he was a heel, even pre-WWE. Like, I mean, he was a great heel in WWE, of course, but like when IWA and ROH, like his heel work there that's what, in my opinion, and a lot of it's not like it's a rare opinion or anything, but like that was the highlight of his career. So Punk's awesome. So I hope Punk's a part of this. But
Yes.
even if not, man, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
seeing Cody Rhodes, he's fighting for the NWA title. I can't wait to find out who the Young Bucks are wrestling. Because, I mean, the Young Bucks are kind of, I mean, Cody put this on, but, like, the Young Bucks, like, have a whole lot to do with this.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for them, like, them guys, like, they're changing wrestling for what it is right now. And it's a really, really cool time to be a wrestling fan. Like, I feel like we're in, like, the best era of wrestling, like, since the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Except for this time around,
It's the India.
it has nothing to do with WWE.
Yeah.
They're not involved in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't care what they're doing at all right now. Although, of course, I still keep up with it because I have to. But, yeah, so that's that.
Fire Pro.
Fire Pro. Let's just
quickly go on Fire Pro. Quickly.
Fire Pro World is finally coming out for the PS4. And it comes out in August. And it comes shipped with a story mode for New Japan Wrestling. So a lot of these wrestlers that we just talked about are a part of this game. So this is the first time that New Japan has had a video game since like the early 90s. So it's a big deal for New Japan that they're finally getting back into the video game side of things.
This is coming out like right before the show also.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this summer is the indie summer.
It is. You're really right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and this is also the first time in a very, very long time that Fire Pro has real wrestlers in their game.
Yeah.
Because the allure of Fire Pro is that it's not licensed wrestlers, it's all these fake wrestlers, and then you create all the real wrestlers, or now with Steam Workshop and stuff, you download all of these real wrestlers and stuff. So this will be the first time that Fire Pro has the real wrestlers in it, and it's really cool that it's New Japan. It's all these guys that we're getting into now. The coolest part is that the Japan version has like a platinum deluxe version or something like that. That is, but it's only in Japan. It's not a United States thing. But luckily the PlayStation is not region locked, so we will be able to play a Japanese game on our PS4.
Yeah.
I don't remember when the last time we did a podcast was. Did we have a PS4 last time we did a podcast? Nope. Did we talk about that?
Nope.
We bought a PS4.
Okay.
Cool. So the PS4 Japanese Fire Pro version, big deluxe box set version, comes with like this huge like 50-page book or something, like detailing like all of the different wrestlers that are a part of the New Japan thing. It comes with a t-shirt, and the selling point for me, which is of course a little ridiculous, but I don't care. There's these little figures that I grew up with, that not regular wrestling figures. They were called Muscle Men, and they were these tiny, like probably 1.5 inch tall. They were solid pink, like there was no really color to them, but they were awesome. And I had just an absolute ton of them when I was a kid. I loved them. So now this edition of Fire Pro comes with 4 of the New Japan wrestlers as those little pink figures. Kenny Omega is one of them, and I'm a huge Kenny Omega fan, so I have to get this because I have to have those little toys, and I just really want to support Fire Pro and give them the money that they deserve for the awesome game that they've made. So I have to pre-order the game from Japan and have it mailed here. So it's going to cost a few dollars to make it happen, but I got to get it. Can't not get it.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully there's an option in the menu that allows you to change it from Japanese to English.
Yep.
If not, I'm still going to have to buy the digital English version to actually be able to play the game. Because I am way past wanting to translate the Japanese into English. Like I used to do that back in the day. We would print out things that would show like, this is what this says. I don't want to do that anymore. I need the English version. Yeah. So
well, to be honest, you were probably gonna do that anyways. Like, and do the also buy digitally too, because you're trying to still support Fire Pro anyway, so you would be okay with that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are right. When they first announced the Super Deluxe version, my first thought was that I wanted to buy 2. I wanted to get one because the last game that came out for PS2, Fire Pro Returns, I bought 2 copies of that, and I still have one of them sealed. And I like that I have one sealed. It's just kind of a cool collection. It's sitting on the bookshelf right behind you over there. So I thought, it might be kind of cool to, open one of them and have the little figures sitting over on my desk over there. But it'd be kind of cool to, this is something awesome that's happening for Fire Pro fans. So it'd be kind of cool to have one in the box. But then once I started checking prices, I'm like, no, I
How much is it?
It's $89 for the deluxe
And
version.
how much is the
and then
actual?
the shipping of it, because it has to come from Japan. I haven't actually gone through the process yet because I don't have the cash for it. But a couple guys on Reddit said that once they did like the FedEx or whatever, it ended up making it like $120. Shipping is pretty expensive. So it's a lot of money to spend on a game, and I definitely can't spend it twice.
How much is the actual digital one? 20?
I think no, it's more expensive than that because it comes with the New Japan stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a $50 game at this point, which compared to what Fire Pro has done in the past is expensive, but I don't care, whatever. Yeah. But it comes
now
with
they actually have licensed stuff.
Yeah, so like because it's like $20 or $30 on Steam, but that doesn't come with the New Japan.
Yeah,
that'll be DLC for Steam coming up, and I'll buy that too. I love Fire Pro. Shut up and take all of my money. So yeah, so we're all in, and Fire Pro. It's such a cool time to be a wrestling fan right now. There's so much cool stuff going on right now. I'm loving it. I'm hoping because maybe they'll even announce that at the StarCast all-in convention thing, because there's always vendors and stuff at all of those things. Like, how cool would it be if Fire Pro was one of the vendors there and they actually were there? I would love that. Like, if I could meet the guys that made Fire Pro, that would be amazing.
You could meet that Chungsoft guy.
That's right. Spike Chunsoft. What's up, dude? I love your games. All right. So I think that's enough wrestling talk, right?
Yeah.
All right.
We have to go to Monowood.
What if we just do an outro and we just be like, oh yeah, I wanted to mention.
Okay. Because I feel like Monoloid, if we do it own segment, we'll be talking about it for a while, and then we'll get off topic.
Well, there's not a lot I want to talk about. I just want to talk about that. We're going to go to 3 of the shows.
Where are they?
I'll tell you on the show. Mama just texted me. Apparently, Josh doesn't have an Xbox. So we bought him a gift card for the wrong system. I thought he had an Xbox. I guess he's got a PS4. Whoops.
Is he able to trade that in, though?
We should be able to return it. Okay. All right, so we'll just kind of do this as an outro, but then we'll be like, oh, yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No.
Okay. All right, I think that is it for this week.
Yep.
We just kind of wanted to go. Oh, no, there was one more thing I wanted to mention. Monolord, who we have discussed on the podcast quite a few times, probably way more times than Lane has enjoyed talking about stupid music that he doesn't like. So Monolord's like one of my favorite bands. And they're from Sweden, so they don't play the United States very often. There's not a lot of chances to go see them. They were kind of hinting at doing a tour the last couple weeks on Instagram, and one of them, they announced a couple dates with another band, but none of the dates were close to here. And then so I commented on their Instagram post up, and I was like, that sucks that it's not coming close to Cincinnati or whatever. And then their singer, he replied to me, and he said there might be more dates to come. And I was like, ooh, that means something is happening.
Yeah.
So for the last 2 weeks, I've been waiting for Monolord to I knew that they had something to announce. So they announced their tour yesterday. And so my rule of thumb is because not most, but a lot of the bands I listen to, they don't come to Cincinnati. But within a 2-hour distance of Cincinnati is Columbus, Indianapolis, Lexington, Kentucky. So kind of between all of those, if I'm willing to drive 2 hours, then I can go see a lot of the bands that I like. So I'm kind of they don't quite come here, but I'm in a good area for where bands come in this area. So Monolord announced their tour yesterday, and I'm like, all right, where do I got to drive to see Monolord? So within my 2-hour radius, they're playing 4 shows.
Yeah.
One of them being here in Cincinnati. Technically not Cincinnati. It's right across the river in Kentucky, in Newport, Kentucky. It's a 15-minute drive from here. And it's in an old church turned into a rock and roll club. So I get to see Monolord and church on a Sunday at that. So that's extremely exciting. So me and my buddy Taggart and my buddy David have been talking a little bit because he's really big into Monolord too. I got him into him. So I was kind of mapping out where we were able to go. I was like, I want to at least go to, of course I'm going to go to the show here, but I also at least want to go to one more. I was like, if they're in the area, like I might not get to see them again for a few years. So I got to take advantage of seeing them when I can. But it's kind of perfect the way that it works out. It's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The Saturday, they're in Lexington, Kentucky, which is about an hour and a half away. And then the Sunday, they're here at the Southgate House in Newport. So I don't have to drive anywhere to go see that. And then the next night, Monday night, they're in Columbus, Ohio, at a place called Ace of Cups, which is where I saw Monolord the first time a couple years ago. So it'll be an awesome Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 nights in a row of Monolord. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. So I want to talk to the singer because I talked to the singer one time. He was posting some pictures of his guitar picks on Instagram. I was like, I need one of those, man. Those are cool. Like it's got like cool artwork. It has, to be specific, the artwork was a church on fire, and it said Monolord on it. And I was like, dude, I need one of them picks. And he's like, come see us on tour and I'll give you some. I'm like, all right, cool. And this was like 6 months ago. So now I'm going to be like, dude, you told me I could have some picks when you go on tour. So I'm about to send him a message and be like, don't forget to bring some extra picks with you because I'm holding you to it.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome. I'm super excited about it. So I think that's about it, right?
Yep.
You want to go see Monolord with us?
No, thank you.
Yeah. You're missing out, man.
I might be going to go see Logic.
Yeah. Yeah. Lane likes Logic. So that's unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because he's terrible.
Well, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely terrible. I don't care. You can like whatever you want to like, but I'm still going to call it as I see it and say that that crap is garbage.
It's not garbage. It's just not what you like.
But I'm not taking you to the show. Mama's not taking you to the show. So you got to get your buddy's grandma to take you to the show.
Maybe.
So.
I don't even know. I might get Jacob to come.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jacob's mom, maybe.
I don't know.
Make it happen. I mean, I'd like to see you be able to go to a concert that you like to go to because obviously
it's freaking expensive though, and I don't
know
if I'll have the money.
Concerts are expensive.
This is like the only time in his tour that he is coming like close to Cincinnati and the least bit.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and he's touring with NF, which is somebody that I've been following for a while now.
Okay.
So I think that's freaking awesome. And if I miss the show, I'm gonna be really freaking disappointed.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, obviously, I understand those feelings a lot. That's one of the reasons why, I like to get into a lot of the lesser known bands because, Monolord is one of my favorite bands in existence right now, and tickets to go see them are $13. Yeah. So, a lot of the bigger bands that I like, even like Pearl Jam and stuff now, like they're charging so much money that it's like, it's almost out of my budget to be able to afford them. Yeah. Like Pearl Jam's over $100 a ticket right now for the shows they're doing. And you said the Logic show for lawn tickets were like $30. And once you pay surcharges and stuff for Ticketmaster, it'll be at least a $40 ticket to be on the lawn. And that sucks. And
I'm trying to buy like 3 tickets. And I don't have that money.
No. At all. I understand that completely.
It's really annoying.
It sucks. It really does.
And like NF is like super like not known besides being Let You Down though. It's on the radio all the time now, which is really annoying. That
one of the things you might look into is to see, because the venue that it's at is at Riverbend.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the shows that run there. It's our big amphitheater here in Cincinnati.
We went to go see Green Day.
Yep. The lawn, a lot of times they have a deal of like a 4-pack of lawn tickets.
Yeah.
Because me and a couple of guys have been talking.
So not on Ticketmaster, like on Riverbend.
No, it's through Ticketmaster as well, yeah. But it makes it a little bit cheaper. But then you have to have 4 people that's wanting to go. Like me and a couple buddies are talking about going to see Slayer on their big farewell tour this summer, and tickets for that for lawn seats. Like if you buy them by themselves, they're like $25 or $26, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But if you buy the 4-pack of lawn tickets that way, it makes each ticket like $15.
Okay.
So there might be an option for the show that you're looking to like that. Because I mean, my God, why would you not go see Slayer and all these bands that are playing with them for $15? Like,
why won't you go see Logic for $15?
Yeah. So I don't know. So look into it. See if there's a 4-pack. Because then if you can get a couple friends together or whatever,
so then I could maybe bring Jacob, me, and Jeremiah. So
yeah. But I mean, but then you get it's still a lot of money.
Jeremiah, I feel like I should bring Jeremiah because Jeremiah was the person that got me into rap. So I feel like if I were to go to this concert,
well, it's not rap; it's just terrible music.
No,
the dude isn't rapping; he just talks. He doesn't rap.
He doesn't.
He is not rapping.
Yes,
he's not rapping. He's talking. He talks. He talks over a terrible, monotonous beat.
There is sometimes where he talks because he actually like has give a message.
Talks the whole song. He doesn't rap. He should legally not be allowed to be called a rapper.
Cool.
That's all there is to. Whatever. But I hope you can find a way to be able to go because of course going to concerts is one of the most fun things in existence. So look into it and see if there's a 4-pack.
Hopefully
that might be able to help you out a little bit there. If not, you might just have to be because we've got 3 out of 4 going to Slayer, so you might just have to go. You might have to be our 4th to go see Slayer and Lamb of God and Anthrax and Behemoth.
We're able to end this now. This has been an 8-minute long outro.
That's it. All right, so we'll try to keep up with this this summer.
Yep.
We've got some time. This is the first time we've ever recorded a show on a Thursday night. I tell you that much. But I think that might be ongoing. Like we might just kind of do just random nights, maybe not even like once a week. Like we might do one Tuesday night and Thursday night, just depending on what we got going on this summer. But I mean, I really don't plan on sticking to much of a certain like Saturday schedule while we're on this summer. Like if we're sitting around on a Tuesday night and we ain't got anything going on, hey, let's do a Howdy Radio. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's that. So everybody have a good summer. Thanks for listening. And anything else?
Nope.
Cool.
See ya. Okay, I'm looking up this 4-pack because like I actually really freaking want to get this concert.
Hold on, we ain't done yet.
How are we not done? We did an intro. We did an intro at the beginning.
Oh, I guess that was the outro.
Yeah.
It's just weird. We only have 4 segments. Don't we normally have more than that, or did we just talk long and take out a segment?
What's Up was with the first part.
Yeah.
So, What's Up was longer.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Don't you want to say goodbye to the Hangout? Hey, we had 2 viewers.
Oh, snap. They heard me talking about Logics, and all Logic's watching.
Probably Smoothie. Smoothie retweeted us a while ago. My phone was blowing up there for a little while.
My lights just freaking broke for a second.
Alrighty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Live stream.